Without further ado, I would like to introduce Marcia Conley, who was raised on a farm in Pottawatomie County and was a nurse for over 44 years. She has now found essential oils to improve her health and the health of others. She is going to share her knowledge of this with us today. Please welcome Marcia Conley.
Good morning.
Good morning.
She's got me all hooked up. I'm not used to that. But at least I don't have to stand still. So it's great to see you all here this morning. I'm excited just to see this many agricultural people together. I think back when I was younger and first a farm wife, first I was a farm daughter and then a farm wife. It was not common to get farm women together, you know, agricultural women. And sometimes you were kind of shunned, so be proud of who you are and who your heritage is. And let's get out there and show them that we are farm wives. So I have lots of information crammed into a short bit, but I'm back there in the back if you guys have any questions, okay? Like she said, I've been a nurse for over 45 years now. We've added to that. I started in healthcare when I was at the age of 13 as a candy striper. So I have literally grown up in the healthcare field, so it's in my blood. I can't help it. I love healthcare. I love being a nurse, and I love helping other people do that. As I retired, I kept thinking, you know, what am I going to do? And God just literally put these oils in front of me. Wherever I turned, there were these oils. You know, what are these things? And I was searching for other ways for my own health. And the essential oils just kept coming up, and I finally thought, why fight this? You know, it's out there. They're there for a reason. And I truly love the oils. I'm really passionate about them. They are all purely natural. There are no chemicals involved in them. They use no pesticides in them. And so what purer way can we do to put things into our body? Part of what I'm going to do pretty soon is show you just part of my regimen for the day. Okay. I have to catch up with where I'm at. I talk faster than I read a lot. The oils are truly a gift. They're a gift to the earth. God put them here. Our grandmothers used them. I'm sure their grandmothers used them. We all know that different cultures use oils. I mean, after all, they brought frankincense and myrrh to the baby Jesus. So, you know, they had to be precious because I want him to have the best gifts ever. So why should we fight back, huh? I got into them mostly because I was searching I have really bad seasonal allergies. Terrible. Taken more than I really should of the over-counter drugs. I had to take injections, you know, cortisone shots. I hate that. I'm a nurse, but I hate medicine. I hate putting junk in my body. I don't know where it came from. And you get stuffy, and you know, the more you use something, the more you need that thing. And so I just was fighting it, and I had to get rid of it. Being on a farm, there was no way I was going to not have all the pollutants in front of me that irritate me. So I started searching, and this is the one thing I came across. And I take no over-the-counter medicines, nor have I for over 6 to 8 years, somewhere in there, for my allergies. Nothing at all. Haven't had a cortisone shot or anything, and I'm very comfortable. The thing about the oils is you have to be consistent. You can't just say, oh, take this today and forget about it. You do have to be consistent, but you soon learn a routine with them, I guess. It seems we're not in the mode to do something natural like this. You know, we're geared to open that medicine cabinet, pop a pill, that's it for the day, go on, and the next day pop another one and go on. You know, these you have to think about it. You have to get in the mindset. And after so many years, I am in that mindset now, and most of my children are too. That they think about them first. I spent all the other day, literally all day long, on the phone and texting and messaging with people because they knew how I felt about the oils. They knew they were out there, and my children all passed that along. And with this seasonal crud that we've had, they were sick and tired of all the things that they had to reach for and they couldn't give their children anymore. And my daughter-in-law, who's not here, wanted me to say that she had a testimony for the oils. And truly, one of her little ones had influenza A. She had a fever. They had given her the Tylenol. They had given her the Motrin. You know, you do that, alternate every couple of hours. Her fever kept climbing. When it got to 104 and she couldn't have no medicine for like 2 or 3 hours, she pulled out the peppermint. She put it on the back of her neck, and the bottoms of her feet, and up her spine. And within 15 minutes, her fever was breaking. And that could allow her to rest quietly until the next one came. You know, when they get to 104, you get kind of scared as a parent. And as a grandmother, I do too. So, the thing about the oils is when you're choosing an oil, you want to make sure that you have the most pure and the most potent oils that you have. And just like a crop, the oils become potent because of where they're planted. This particular line that I use, we always use the plants that are indigenous to the country where they are grown. So in other words, lavender comes from France because France has the best soil. And it's in the mountains of France that has the best soil for lavender. We do have some from the USA. They are basil, cedarwood, I lost them. But we do have some that are grown here in the USA, but not a ton of them, but that's where they're grown at. I get excited about the oils because, and I know you probably can't see this, but it gives me a visual. Within 22 seconds of me opening this bottle and smelling it, it has gone to my brain and sent out a signal to my body, hey, this oil wants to go to work, start working. If I am to apply it to my skin, within 2 minutes, it's entered into my bloodstream. Within 20 to 30 minutes, it has hit every cell in my body. So they are quick. They do not stay in your body all day long, however, so that's why you need to reapply them every so often. But they're very potent, so a lot of times just 1 drop will do you. And there's 250 drops in a bottle, okay? One of my little visuals is, this is a bunch of rose petals, and they don't smell because they're just regular old roses grown locally, I suppose. Anyway, this is 1 rose. There's 50 petals in this bag, which seem like a lot. This was the size of rose that they were. And we did the math because they were in pounds. It takes approximately 3,000 rose petals to make 1 drop of oil. So when you talk about a price of an oil and why it's so expensive to get the pure oils, that's what kind of work they're going through. 3,000 rose petals, and this is only 50. And it takes like 305 pounds to make a small bottle. So I don't even know how many rose, that's just a ton. Way too many for me. But we can incorporate them. This time of year, I make up tons of roller bottles. I'm the queen of roller bottles. They all make fun of me for that, but I'm lazy. I don't want to put 1 drop on, another drop on, and open it up. I want to slap it on and get done with my day. And you're thinking, I don't have time for this. But this takes me less than 2 or 3 minutes to do of a morning. First thing I do when I get up in the morning, I put a drop of lemon in a cup of warm water and I drink it. Lemon's great. It gets the body and the guts going. It also makes your liver very happy and keeps it clean and functioning very well. So I take that, I grab my jar of coconut oil, and I'm not certifiably crazy, just a little off. It's the coconut oil that's the solid coconut oil. Take a spoonful, I put it in my mouth, I do coconut oil pulling. First time, start really small, it's kind of yucky feeling. And it melts and you just swish it back and forth in your mouth. It pulls the toxins out of everything. If you've got a sinus headache or a cold and you do that, that will go away and you'll feel awesome in just a few minutes. Not a few minutes forever, but it does help that sinus headache to go away. Makes your teeth clean and so forth. So you do that, you keep it in your mouth as long as you can, up to 15, 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I've gone to and I shampoo and condition my hair. I come back, I spit my oil out because by the time you open up the curtains and do all your little chores, it's been time. Spit my oil out, but not in the sink. My husband tried that. Don't want to do that. Spit it in a cup and throw your cup away, or just spit it in the trash can. Then I use my On Guard toothpaste. On Guard is awesome. It helps to build your immunity. Also helps to whiten your teeth. It's pure, it's natural. There are no chemicals in here that are going to harm your mouth. I even asked the dentist about both of them, and he thought that between the coconut oil pulling and my On Guard toothpaste, that my teeth and my gums were much more healthy than they had been. So then I'm brushing now. While I'm brushing my teeth, I have a roller bottle for my allergies open, and I just roll that on the back of my neck and rub it in a little bit with my opposite hand. Then you can go on, you have some skincare things, you know, as we get older, we get these old age spots and the wrinkles, and you just slap it on and rub that on. There's some more skincare line. Spit your oils out. By then you need to really go to the restroom, really, really bad. So while you're sitting down there, you know, you've got your On Guard, or my Mr. 007, that is my protectant for this time of the year. Rub that on my feet, rub it in, put a sock back on. Then Whisper is my favorite. It's just a woman's blend. It's supposed to empower you as a woman. I don't know, I just like the feel of it and the smell of it and think, I could be empowered today for some reason. So I put that on. So I want to be happy for the day too, so I have a special little blend. Rub that on the back of my neck. Has some cholesterol. I put that on where it's bugging me. You know, so there you've got all that done, and it hasn't taken you very long, and you've really got your makeup on by then, and you're ready to go out. Other ways that I use these oils is I put them in a small stainless steel spray can. Shake them up, just a little water, a little vinegar. Vinegar's good. And my oils, I can use lemon, clove, cinnamon, anything, but lemon is very cleansing. Clove, if you are prone to that black stuff that grows in the windowsills, want to put some little On Guard in there. Also put some melaleuca or tea tree oil. It's a great antifungal. Put that in there. Shake it up really well because oil and water separates, and just spray your countertops and wipe them off. You can put a drop in your dishwasher and in your dishwater. Just wherever you use a citrus oil, make sure that you use a glass or a stainless steel container, because citrus oils, especially lemon, are cleansing. Remember, they cleanse our liver and they keep it healthy, so they eat those petrochemicals. I had a piece of styrofoam and I dropped a drop of lemon on it. It would eat a hole in it in less than 5 minutes. So, you know, we just want to keep that not in a plastic because it pulls those toxins and eats those up. Also keep a peppermint beadlet, little teeny tiny thing, and On Guard beadlets in my purse. If you're in public, especially in church, you know, this time of year, and everybody's coughing and hacking around, you think, oh, brother. So you want to put a drop. It's just a tiny little pearlet, and you just put it in your mouth and you can swallow it. Or like the peppermint, if you want to taste it, you just roll it around and let it pop. And freshens your breath, makes you feel good, helps with your stomach, indigestion, whatever else. So throughout the day, maybe you mop the floor. Y'all are more ambitious than I am probably, so mop the floor with your floor water, put some essential oils in it. Not only will it help the floor, you know, if you've got babies crawling around there, I don't know, my farmers came in. They weren't very nice about taking their shoes off, so we had a dairy farm, so you know what all came in the house. You walk in the back door right into the kitchen, where your grandbabies like to crawl on your kitchen floor because that's where you are. So throw a couple of drops of melaleuca and On Guard in there. You don't have to use Clorox. It's safe for your floor, safe for the babies, so cleans your floor very well that way. You can put a drop of melaleuca in your sneakers. Gets rid of that odor that you have in your sneakers or your shoes. I'm just thinking of different ways that you know, you might be able to use it throughout the day. A lot of athletes will take a drop of peppermint and rub it on their chest to enhance their performance and their breathing. It opens up the airways. Peppermint is also good if you have a cold. One of my older sons he likes peppermint instead of some other ones for when he's congested, you know, and he's a teacher, so he wants to be able to be forceful and yell at those kids. So it's a drop. wants their attention, in other words. He puts the drops in his hands, you rub your hands together, and you just simply breathe it, that easy. He also has a diffuser running in his classroom. And that's another way you can use them. You use oils in 3 ways. You smell them aromatically, you can put them on topically, and only if they are very, very pure. Never, never any grocery store or very cheap oils do you want to take internally. If you're going to take them internally, know what you're taking. And make only the pure ones. But also, that diffuser. I run a diffuser. I have a diffuser in every room of my house. I run it pretty much every day wherever I'm at, especially during the holidays. My house was made for 1 child. I have 11 grandchildren that come there. Pretty close quarters, pretty wide quarters at times. So I always put On Guard in my diffuser. One, it's going to protect my immunity and it's going to help them, because somebody in the bunch is always going to have a snotty nose, you know that. And I also put some calming oils in there because I cannot take 11 little ones running around. I have one little grandson who just turned 4. He loves these oils. I say it's nap time. I don't want to take a nap. I said it's nap time. He'll go to the basket. I have him color-coded and labeled for the kids. He knows his is purple. That means nap time. He gets it out, pulls his socks off, puts it on the bottom of his feet, pulls his sock off. I swear within 5 minutes he is sound asleep. He loves his oils. He uses them at bedtime as well. If he's got a cold, I said, you need Mr. 007. He goes and grabs it, puts it on his feet. Come on, sis. He'll take them off his sister's feet, who is 7. But he puts them on her. We even use them on the baby. If you're using them on children, you want to dilute them a different. You know, they take a much less dilution than an adult. So at bedtime, I have what I call sleepy time oil, and I have a stuffy nose oil. My allergies still bug me when I lay down. So I put this oil just around my nose, and I put my sleepy time at the base of my neck. And if my husband doesn't try to talk to me half the night, I go right to sleep. Invariably, I'm just really asleep, and then he decides to talk. So. He wears a CPAP. There's a special filter that you can put in the CPAP. I got him a filter, and I put it in there. And he was the most skeptical of all about the oils, but he's now the first one. He'll even call me when he's at work now and say, hey, so-and-so's got this and this. Do you have an oil that can help them? Can I take them a sample of it? They really need something to help their back pain, or they really need something for this. So there's lots of different ways that you can use them. I might look and see if I left anything really important out. I do have my oils stashed in all different kinds of rooms. I have them in my kitchen, ones that I use there. Have them in the bathroom for ones that, you know, like when I first get on. My sleepy times are by my bed. Have some in the front room. They're just in little baskets. I try to find them ways to put them around there so that they're halfway neat and not so cluttery looking. But they are what they are, so I'd rather they be there than not use them. You never want to put the oils in your eyes, in your ears, or in your nose. Okay? Only topically, that way.
Is there any you should stay away from, like the sleepy time that you shouldn't take, like it would maybe, you know, shut down your heart or something like that?
No, you always want to. I am in no way telling you not to ask your doctor or not to take your medicines. I am a nurse. We need doctors. We need medicines at times. But if you just have the sniffles or you want to get on top of something, your children have pain in their ears, you know, daily things like my cholesterol, things like that. But nothing, that's not to say that it can't happen. Everybody has different reactions to everything, but it's not, you know, should not happen. If you are pregnant and nursing, there are a few oils that you should not use. And if you are pregnant, never smell clary sage or clary calm, anything with the claries in it. Stay away from that until you're in labor, and then you can use it and it will enhance your labor. But otherwise, stay away. Yeah, you don't want to use those early on in your pregnancy. If you're nursing, sometimes peppermint will decrease your milk supply. So you want to stay away from that as a nursing mom.
What is the brand of oils you're talking about?
I'm talking about the doTERRA brand.
Terra.
doTERRA, yeah. I have tried a couple of others, but I just keep coming home to these. I like these oils. I liked the customer service that I had and the support that I had. They're from the customer service. They were friendly and helped me out a lot. You can also put them in your bath water, put them in with Epsom salt. If you need to have Epsom salt, put them in your bath water. The furniture polish, you can also use them when cooking. Just know that when you heat the oils, they lose their beneficial properties. You'll still smell them, you'll still taste them, but if you're wanting them for a beneficial purpose, you have lost that purpose. So, I think that. I also have what I make up a miracle salve. It's truly that. You can use it from head to toe on adults and on babies. Works for moisturizers, eye cream, your heels are scratchy, baby's diaper rash. You know, you just carry it and grandma cures all, so to speak. Even my lip balm, when I put that on. Even have a car diffuser. This one, there are some that have the vapor, the aromatic vapor. This one, you just put a filter in and it goes. So, yes, I'm kind of crazy for oils, and they're everywhere I go. And I have a diffuser running back there too, so. If you have any questions, I'm back there. I know this is fast and furious, and a lot of information, but I do appreciate your interest in it. Holler if you have any questions, and thank you so much. And